If you've ever been curious as to why people become fans of other people, this video will explain everything. And if you happen to be a music artist and you want to harness more fans yourself, this video will be of massive help to you. So why do people become fans? Let's break it down. So a fan is somebody with a deep positive interest in somebody else. And people only become fans of other people for two reasons. It's either because of the product that they create, the music in this case, or their character. So let's first talk about the music. Why do people fall in love with the sound of a certain artist? Notice what I said there? The sound of a certain artist. People become fans of other people's music, particularly when they have a sound that can only be found within that artist. Does that make sense? So for example, vocal texture. Big X the Plug has a specific sound in his voice.
600 the label, you know how we coming. Tell them niggas they ain't taking nothing.
And on the flip side, we have Kate Bush. People are a fan of her unique sound. Me personally,
If only could, I'd make a deal with God.
unique and irreplaceable, literally impossible to replace. Now let's talk about another category, the accent. For example, Kodak Black has a thick Floridian accent.
Gotta wait to make no movies, I be loaded.
That's a big reason as to why people like his music, lyricism. I mean, we listen to artists like Kendrick Lamar and Eminem purely because, well, a big reason is because we tune in and listen to the lyrics when we listen to their music.
Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
But we don't when we listen to artists like Playboi Carti or any other trap artist. And what's important to note is that if you manage to maximize the uniqueness of your sound through all the components and more that I've just mentioned, you'll have such a unique sound. And if you make good music on top of that, people will latch onto you. It's honestly that simple with the music side of things. Also, I want to talk about a common misconception that is really important. When people have a song that does really well and they blew up because they sound like somebody else, nobody is a fan of your sound. People are a fan of the song because you sound like somebody else. Nobody is a fan of your sound. It's a very shaky and unstable foundation to build your music career off of sounding like somebody else. The second reason as to why people cling on to other people or become fans of someone is because of the artist's character. You tend to become fans of someone that you either want to become or traits that you already resonate with or have yourself. If you are a fan of Tyler Creator and his character, you likely have unhinged humor.
Yo, me and Rocky cuddle and watch Smack DVD. I don't cuddle. I be licking this nigga braids like.
And you either already have that sense of humor, so therefore you resonate with his humor, or you wish to be as unhinged as him, you wish to be able to stand out of your comfort zone, and therefore you admire him for that.
Drive off. Keep your mouth shut.
And one important point to note here, I'm not encouraging you to be polarizing, but the more polarizing you are, the stronger the hate, as well as the stronger the love you will get from fans. Polarizing characters basically mean things about somebody that creates division in preference. So Kanye West, for example, very polarizing character. He says a lot of crazy stuff and people love him for it, but also hate him for it. And therefore, it's very polarizing.
Hey, everyone listen to this, please. I was on opioids. I was addicted to opioids. I got liposuction.
Okay, and here's another thing. Something very interesting that you're never going to see life the same. You're never going to watch movies the same. Contradicting characters. A contradicting character is when someone behaves in a way that they don't usually behave. When a white boy raps and he's actually cool, and his music actually sounds good, it's very contradicting, okay? Because white boys are not supposed to be cool and swag. They're supposed to be corny, laughed at, cringe, cornball, can't dance, no swag, no dress, they look stupid. All of these traits are what we stereotype white people as. So therefore, when they are cool, the credit goes up, and they are even cooler for that.
Cracker got an AR, like he's shooting schools up.
Therefore, they are more respected, okay? It's just a fact. Pay attention to movies. When you look at The Rock, for example, he is such a likable person because he's massive. He's fucking big. He's like 6'7", yet he has such a heartwarming and wholesome character. If someone who is 5'2" had The Rock's personality, no one would give a shit. So let's talk about something completely separate here. This to me is really interesting. So something really cool happens when a strong fan base develops, okay? This is the hierarchy or however you say it, of needs. And what this shows is, in order of importance, what we consider as necessities. Physiological needs, these are like the ones that we need the most. Our next priority is safety and security, things like health, employment, property. And once we have that, the next thing that we need is love and belonging. Friendship family, intimacy, and a sense of connection. So the reason why I'm mentioning this is because when you have a fan base that is so strong and develops, it becomes a community. And with community, people experience love and belonging, which is actually quite important in people's lives. And this is pretty crazy here because people can have a better life because they are fans of a certain artist. And this works especially true for polarizing characters. And just to prove this to you, think of any polarizing character in your head. If someone approached you and asked, are you a fan of this person, by the way? You would light up with a smile because it's almost like a bit of a relief. Like, oh my gosh, you like this guy too? I thought you might hate him. Whereas if someone just asked you like, oh, do you like Drake? It's like, yeah, he's okay. I don't really care. Doesn't matter because Drake is not a controversial character. Okay, so here's the frustrating part that I need to talk about. You've known this for a while, but you still mess up. How? The first reason is the Asian market theory. If you've ever been to Southeast Asia, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, and you've been to a night market before, you will see that they all sell the same thing. No uniqueness. And you just sit there and you wonder, what the are these people like, what's going on? How do they not realize that they're selling the same thing? It sounds stupid, but that's the same thing that you do with your character or your music. There's nothing that separates you from others, and therefore, what is there for people to purchase from you? In this case, what is there for people to choose to listen to you instead of somebody else? It makes no sense. It sounds quite stupid, but just think about that. Now, the second reason as to why people struggle, even though they know this information, is because they don't realize it, but they have one foot in the door and one foot out. They're not fully committed. It's because you're afraid that if you fully commit, what if it doesn't work? Do you want it or not? I don't think I've ever met someone who is half committed that has succeeded, even minutely. And if you do happen to be fully invested, that's great, and I also have something for you. The viral blueprint. So in this blueprint, there's 150 like-minded, fully committed music artists such as yourself, where we jump on group calls every single week, post music and content, and ask for feedback. Because if we're always improving by getting feedback from me and others, how can you possibly fail? There's also 150 plus unique content ideas for you and your music. I post them roughly once a day, about 30 a month. And there's also challenges and rewards to make everything as a music artist so much more enjoyable. There's also exclusive course content that you'll never get here. And I know, right? It just keeps getting better and better. If you happen to join the annual subscription, you do get a free one-to-one call with me, and you'll be shocked as to how little it is. And I'm only doing it for a little while because my calendar is actually quite open. Okay, so now if we take all of this information, this part's pretty interesting. I like it personally. If we were to put all this information into a big filter, what is a main driving force of someone becoming a fan of somebody else, another music artist? So people become fans of music artists either because they're a fan of their music or their character, right? So when it comes to your music, having a unique sound is important, but you have no unique sound because you're afraid that it might not work. People might not like your sound. So you're inauthentic because you're afraid. Now with your character, you often suppress your character because you're afraid that if you act yourself, you might be weird, you might be corny, you might not be liked, you might get in trouble. You're not your authentic self because you're afraid. Notice with both the music and the character, you're both afraid, and therefore you're inauthentic. So if we were to look at everything and filter all of this information out and just have a simple explanation as to why people are authentic, is because they don't fear being themselves. They are fully authentic. I just thought about this today, okay? I actually scripted this video today. Being yourself and being authentic is when you don't hide anything about yourself and you just do whatever you want. Most of us are too afraid to show that hidden side of ourselves, not realizing that that is our actual biggest weapon for success. And I want you to think about this, okay? Hopefully this expands your mind a little bit. But what are some beliefs that you wouldn't tell anybody? What are some jokes that you might find funny but wouldn't share because you're too afraid of being too controversial? What are some bad habits that you have that you might not tell anybody? What is something that you'd wear but don't because you're scared of being called gay? What are some songs that you'd make but are afraid of making songs like that because you're not sure if people like it? You hear the word I'm using? Afraid, afraid, afraid. Listen to every single time you're afraid of doing something and realize that you being afraid is the very reason why you have nothing unique about yourself, okay? So start being fucking unique and fix that shit, because that's the reason why nobody fucks with you. It's because you're afraid. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Be authentic, be yourself. Just do something stupid. Go outside and just be crazy. Thank you for watching, and peace. What the